Hi everyone. I just did a really short video just a second ago about someone who has gone into Facebook and started a Jackie's Crystals and More page, even though I've had one for over 2 years. Some people are just nasty like that. So this video is about my Facebook page. So if you're wanting your card readings, or you're wanting to buy herbs from me, or any crystals or any jewelry that I have made myself, you need to make sure that you go to my page. You're going to know that it's mine because there's all kinds of pictures of different crystals. There's pictures of magnets. There's other useful tad bits of information on there. And of course, if I have visions, or sometimes I'll get on there and I do my own readings and stuff on my page. This week, for the 23rd, up till this Monday, I'm going to do $20 card readings. So if you're wanting to get your cards read by me, I'll do it for $20. I prefer to keep the readings under the 2 hours, but if we go over 2 hours, I'm not going to charge you any more for the card readings. So it'll be just $20. It'll be from today till Monday, 5 p.m. So if you're really wanting to get in a card reading, please get with me. You can get to me through this page, or you can get with me on my Jackie's Crystals and More. I do have a group page. The picture on that's going to be a table full of crystals. That's how you're going to know it's me. Like I said, when you scroll through it, you'll see all kinds of different posts on there. And you're going, oh, that's Jackie. That's our Jackie. That's not this fake Jackie. What was really crazy is I was polite when I messaged her. And I said, I noticed that you've opened up a page with my business name on there. I said, would you consider, please, changing your name or taking something off to make yours and mine look different, so the people that are actually looking for you will find you, and people that are looking for me will find me. And she wrote me back and said, sorry for the inconvenience, but no, I'm not going to do that because I've already ordered 5,000 business cards. And I thought, what? You didn't even verify that no one else had this? And the answer is she did. She saw that I did, probably thought I wasn't on my page as much, and that she would just take my name and hopefully get my business. So we're going to push my business, guys. We're really going to do it, and I really need your help. So even if you go on there and you don't want to buy anything, at least look at the stuff and follow. And you don't even have to log in all the time on that page. I just want to build it up where I have a whole bunch of followers on there. So when people do try to find me, mine will always be the first one that comes up. And the goal is to take away her business. So when people are looking for her, they'll accidentally click on mine and buy from me and not from her. There's no reason to be hateful. She could have said, oh no, let me call them and see if they can change or stop making those business cards and change it or something. She wasn't even sorry. Oh, I'm sorry that you're having an inconvenience, is how she put it. I'm not having an inconvenience because I'm not changing. So that's what we're going to do, guys. And I really, really need your help. But like I said, I'm still doing card readings. I'm still selling herbal packets. I'm still making crystal bracelets. I'm still selling those. I'm not stopping. I just would really want to make sure that people find my page and not hers. So let's talk about current events. I'm not picking up anything bad about Trump, but I do feel like something does happen by the end of this month, in the 1st of April. I've been posting a lot on that on Telegram, because that's where I mainly post my stuff, is on Telegram. So I don't know what is going to happen toward the end of the month, but something is going to happen. And whatever that happens at the end of this month will lead up to going into May, into June. I think that we are at the end of this horrible, horrible movie. I don't know how much more people in certain places can hang out. It's not good there. Some people are really having a hard time, and they're just not going to make it. Lucky, some of us are in predicaments where we're surviving. We may not be as great as we'd like to be, but we're surviving. And I thank God every day for that. because without God, nothing is possible. And you take God out of it, then there's nothing, because God is everything and God is everywhere. So we must never, ever forget that. When this truth comes out, which I've been trying very hard to go over on all my videos, a lot of different things, you're going to be shocked. You're going to learn things that you thought were never possible. You're going to try to figure out why no one's ever told you these things. You're going to question everything about who you are, what you've done your whole life, and you're going to be completely lost. And it's sad. It's really sad. I really probably need to do about an hour video. I only have maybe less than 25 minutes on here. So I'll try to go over some very serious things with you. No matter what you hear, what you see, what you learn, number one, God does exist. God is energy. We've talked about this many times on my page. God is energy. This is how come God is everywhere. God is in everything. God is in you. God is in me. God never left us. We left God. We tried to forget him. We were taught to forget him. So some things I'm not going to say is all of our fault 100%, but we have to understand that God gave us free will. And he always throws hints at us. And if you don't learn to pay attention to the hints that are thrown at you, then it is your fault. But God never left you, and he loves you. No matter what you've done, God loves you. This simulation that we're in is a learning experience. And you're supposed to learn from this and become better. So when you come back, you learn something new. And we're supposed to help people along the way. Some people snap out of it quicker than others. Some people just never snap out of it. But unfortunately, this time, everyone's going to snap out of it, whether they want to or not. And some people are just not going to handle it. And some people is a very nice way of saying probably thousands of people. Not everyone is going to survive the truth. Not everyone survived the floods. Not everyone survives the fires. Not everyone is going to survive this truth. We're going to see a lot of people not make it, because what we're going to learn is going to change everything about everything. And it's really hard to, in less than 20 minutes, go through everything that you need to cover. So the best thing and best advice I can give you is, number one, find God. And he's not far. He's right there with you. Start talking to God. Start praying. Start paying attention to the little bitty things, because that means more than the big major things. It may be something as simple as opening up your front door and finding a quarter. Nothing is a coincidence. So when you start paying attention to the little bitty things, that's God saying, hey, hello, pay attention. And you start watching these things, and then you'll notice bigger and bigger things happening around you. If you're not right by God, you're going to have a hard time with this. You're really going to have a hard time with this. This is going to challenge people so severely. Now, people that are awake and have gone down rabbit holes are prepared, but I don't know how far down the rabbit hole you've gone. I don't know if you continue to go down the rabbit hole and learn even more. You can't just go down one or two holes and say, okay, I've learned everything, that's all I need to know, because you're going to be surprised. We're talking about the Holy Bible. We're talking about the food that we eat. We're talking about who we actually are, where we came from. We're talking about people on this planet, because some people that we think are people are not. Some of them are actually reptiles that shift change. Some of these are clones. Some of these are people that have transferred their consciousness into another body, which they call a body sleeve. So how many people are actually really walking around? I don't have an answer. But a lot of these people who are not really real people with souls have to go. So that means all the clones have to go. All the people in body sleeves, they're probably going to have to go. Definitely reptiles, people that are shift changing, all of these people are going to go. And it's going to take a lot of people that you actually think they're going to be gone. Now, that's not including people that have committed horrendous crimes. They're going to be executed. They're gone. They're going to go away. You're talking about nurses. We're talking about doctors. We're talking about people who actually went out and went against their oath to save lives. They're going to be executed. Anyone who put a death jab in someone, they're going to be executed. I'm sorry, I can't express that enough. Anyone who forced someone to get one is going to be executed. A lot of people are going to leave this planet. And some people are just not going to be able to handle all of the things that are going to come out at one time. Now, I will tell you through my visions that it'll take about 2 weeks for people to shut their mouth. They're going to be like, when they shut their mouth, it's going to take almost 2 weeks for them to come out of this state of shock. It's going to be 2 months before anybody actually tries to go out and open up their business. And the people that do open up their business are people that are going to be awake. I don't think credit cards are going to work. I think that you're either going to have to barter, like I will give you this speaker for a chocolate bar, something like that. So we're going to probably be doing a lot of bartering and a lot of actual cash. Now, when the other cash that's gold back comes out, I'm not for sure. It'll be 6 months before everyone tries to snap out of this, and then a full 2 years before we consider it a normal. If that kind of gives you a breakdown. Now, this is what I have seen in visions. Now, it could be a little longer, it could be a little bit shorter. It's all going to vary on the type of person you are, how much you can handle, how fast you can recuperate, and how much you have an open mind and you want to learn these things. Like I said, we're talking years and years of knowledge here that I can't do in 20 minutes. So you have to go back and look at some of my other videos and kind of listen to what I'm talking about and follow with that. Then go through and watch other videos, things that you wouldn't normally look at them, because there's a lot of stuff in there. And you don't have to believe everything that you hear, that you see, that you read, but have an open mind and take that, whatever it is, and you're not quite sure about it, just file it back, just kind of store it. Kind of store it and then go back to it later and say, you know what, this does make sense to me now. And I really think now I can understand what that was saying, because I even have to do that. Let's say like with the whole Anunnaki stuff, there was stuff that I read in that and I was like, no way, I can't believe this. And yeah, I do now. I really do now. And I think that's going to really hurt a lot of people when we go down the Anunnaki stuff. You don't want to believe them? That's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to believe anything you don't want to. It's just easier to have an open mind and say, okay, let me hear what we've got going on here. But regardless of whatever I say or anyone else says, the truth is going to come out and it's going to hurt. And it's really going to hurt bad. So to lessen the blow, it's much easier to listen to things that you wouldn't normally listen to research things that you thought weren't important, because you're going to find out they're extremely important. And if you hear something that you're like, no way, that's no way possible, you might want to reconsider that it is possible. You really do. Just some of the technology that's out there that they've actually been using for many, many years. I'm still blown away by some of this stuff, and I just get so angry, and I'm like, why did they do this to us? God never intended for any of us to live this life that we're living. It has not made him happy at all. And no matter how hard you try to be the best person you could be, there's been times that life has just thrown you back down the hole. And it's not because you deserved it. It's not because you have bad luck. It's because that's how the system was set up. They wanted you to give up. They wanted you to go to the dark side. They wanted you to end your life. They wanted you to fail. That's what they want. That's what they've always wanted. That's why life's been so hard. It wasn't supposed to be this hard. Do you know that actually we were supposed to be born We were supposed to produce children. We were supposed to grow our own food, and we weren't supposed to work like 40 hours a week. That's not the life that we were supposed to have. We were supposed to visit with friends and help others and things like that. Kind of almost a very basic life that you would probably go back, even probably before like the Pilgrims, and probably go farther back than that. A very basic life is what we were intended to have. And we don't have that. We've got crazy lives, stressful lives. And that's not what we were supposed to have. So it will take some time, but we will go backwards and we will have those basic lives. We will be growing our own food. We will have community gardens. We will work less. We will spend less money. And we will be friendly and kind and help one another. We're going back to that way of life. And there's some people who just don't want to do it, and that's fine. You don't have to be here. You can go live in the corner. We can put you over there at Jeffrey Espy Island if you want to. We just ship you all over there if that's where you want to be, and hateful and shoot each other over there, because the rest of us, we want to live the life that God intended us to live, and that's what's going to happen. So regardless, we're moving up in a higher frequency, which remember, God is way up here. And we want to move this way. We don't want to move down this way because this is where the devil is. So we want to move up. And the more that you move up, actually you become more smarter. You become more aware of your surroundings and more aware of everything. And it's a beautiful thing to move up in your frequencies. I think people that are very intelligent, and we're not talking psychotic intelligent, we're talking about just intelligent, you'll notice that they just have a different perspective of everything. You know, they're kinder to animals, they take better care of things, and that's where we should be. People that are more in your lower vibrations are usually, they don't take care of things very well. They're very mean to people. They're very stingy. And I don't think that they're very smart. They think they're smart, but they're really not. That kind of goes with like that liberal kind of thinking that just because they went to college and have a degree or a doctorate in 14th century French literature, that they're smarter than someone who just actually owns their own business. Who's smarter? The one who has all the debt paying back a degree that they'll never use, or the person who put all their money and worked hard and started their own business and doesn't own any school loans? I don't care what your IQ chart says. Who's smarter? That's what I mean. We're going to see more people do trade schools and learn how to make things versus how to control other people. So all these people that think that, you know, they want that job where they have their own office with a window and that's the life that they're going to lead, they're going to find that they're probably not going to have those many jobs anymore. Unfortunately, robots and AI, they're going to be around, but we need to watch those things. We need to be very careful with those things because they can become smarter than us, and we definitely don't want to have round two with what we had with the reptiles and the evil cabal people with AI, with robots. I just really don't trust them. I wouldn't want them in every aspect of my life, and that's something that we need to all keep in the back of our minds. We need to remember how to do things ourselves and not put all of our faith into letting robots do it. Although I'm all for letting robots do the harder work, like the heavy lifting and things that people have a hard time doing, let the robots do that. But as far as jobs where we are communicating with people and assisting people and talking to people, that needs to be human interaction. We don't need to let the robots do that. We don't need to give the robots all of our jobs, but a lot of jobs will disappear because of them. So, like I said, there's a lot of things that are going to happen. I'll try to get on here more often now that I moved back into a house. I have a little bit more energy flow. I've got some woods around me and a creek, so I am getting visions again. I had a really wild dream last night, and I think a lot of it had to do with that woman that's trying to take away my Jackie's Crystals and More page. She's just not going to do it, because I had a lot of cobalt blue in my dreams, and this is the same color that St. Michael has. So it was all in my dream, this color blue. And I actually believe that it was telling me that I'm protected and that everything's going to be okay. So that's why I'm not stressing about it. I just want people to make sure that they're going to my page and not hers. You can still find me on Telegram. On Telegram, it's a like-minded people. I'll put a link in here. I may have to do it in the comments because I'm using my telephone. My tablet, unfortunately, I've dropped it so many times, the speaker won't work, so I'm forced to use my telephone to make videos. So it's a little bit harder because I can actually go in and do it much easier. I have to download it, and it takes like 2 hours for it to download, and then go back in with my tablet and fix it. So if this posts before I've put my Telegram link on there, do know that I will put it on there. It'll just take me a few hours, or possibly be tomorrow, but it's a like-minded people. My Facebook, you can find me at Jackie's Crystals and More. Make sure it's my page and not that other lady. She's got some kind of moon picture over the water. If you find my regular Facebook page, I have a purple moon. But Jackie's Crystals and More is either going to be the table with all the crystals on it, or the orange fox and orange cat. That's me. And that's the pages that we want to push. Like I said, I'm going to do $20 card readings. I'm still selling herbs. I've got plenty of crystals. I've got magnets. I've got wall plates. If you've never seen my wall plates, I think I've got a little bit of time here. Let's walk over here to the living room, and I'll show you my wall plates. And these are, I will sell these for like $15 a piece. So if you're interested in something like that, definitely let me know. Oh, I'll show you some of my other art real quick while we're here in the living room. So yeah, so anything like that, I can do them in posters. I can do them in a wall plate that you can hang on your wall. I can make them into t-shirts. I can make them into shopping bags. You just have to let me know. And you're going to want to go through my Jackie's Crystals and More page in order to see the different designs that I have. Let me show you my refrigerator real quick. These are a lot of my magnets. Here, hold on. It's really cool stuff, isn't it? And I just love being creative. So definitely, if you're interested in some of that stuff that I showed, hit me up on that page, and we'll go ahead and we can get this stuff ordered. If you have any questions about any herb mixes that I have, definitely get with me on either my Telegram page or my Facebook page, and we can talk about the different herbs that I have, what they can do for you. Card readings, we can definitely do card readings. So, definitely hit me up. I'll always make it easy for people to find me even after everything happens. You'll either be able to find me through like-minded people or Jackie's Crystals and More. Those two things I'm just not going to get rid of. That's how people are going to find me. And eventually I am going to get a web page up for the Jackie's Crystals and More. And wherever I end up, I still know I want to be near the mountains, so wherever I end up, that'll be where my store will be set up. I don't think I'm staying here in Hattiesburg. I'll probably be here maybe 2 years, but definitely want to be somewhere near the mountains, want to be near the wilderness more. I want to be able to be more in tune with nature, so wherever I end up, that's where the store's going to be, but I always will sell out of my home until I get the store up. So that's never a problem. So I'm always going to have stuff to sell. Everything I do, it's not about getting rich. It's not about becoming famous. It's just about being creative and hopefully bringing some joy to other people. Even my herbs that I make, it's not about becoming rich. I want to help people. I really do. I think that all of us really got a bad deal. And there's so many people out there that want to take advantage of other people. I'm about to cry. And it's so wrong. And why can't we help one another? I mean, I'm not trying to go bankrupt or want to give everything I have away and not get anything. So of course I have to charge people, but I don't have to overcharge. And as long as I'm happy and I'm able to pay my bills and take care of myself and sell things at the cheapest possible price I can, then I'm going to do it. And that's just the way I'm always going to be. So Jackie's Crystals and More is never going to overcharge anybody for anything, ever. Everything will be taken care of as far as putting love and positive energy in it. If that goes to, you buy a smudge stick, to buying a magnet, it's got 100% positive energy sent to it in there for you. So hopefully whenever you open it up, you get this wonderful warm feeling in your heart. You're like, Jackie really cares, because I do. I really care. So please don't forget me. Even after everything, please look for me, because I will always, always, always help anyone that I can, even with counseling, spiritual counseling, card readings. If you just need someone to talk to, I'm never going to change. I'm always going to be that way. And hopefully I will be able to continuously help people along the way. That's not going to stop. I already know that I have a bigger part after all this. I'm going to be needed, and I'm looking forward to it. And, you know, I may be helping you. I don't know. Or maybe we'll be doing it together. Who knows? So just don't forget me. I'll always make it easy for you to find me. And like I said, be prepared for anything. Don't panic. Don't live in fear. Live your life. But just be ready, because whenever this goes down, no one knows yet, but it will go down. It is going to happen. And when it does, we're going to be ready. And we're going to be prepared. And we're going to help as many people as we possibly can, because that's who we are and that's who we should be. And we're never going to forget God. Never, ever. Because without God, nothing is possible. We would be nothing without God. So you take care of yourself, and I will promise to try to make more videos, because now I'm more settled. Okay, so y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much.